Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Latoya and I would love to have you be a part of my ever-growing band of misfit toys. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my recommendations for the Sephora summer bonus event. This sale came as such a surprise to me because Sephora usually only has two sales, one in the spring and one in the fall. I kind of feel with the overhaul of their point systems to make it seem a lot more appealing to customers, and with this new sale that they're feeling the pressures of places like Ulta and actually the individual brands that have sales on a regular basis. So either way, that works out for us, the customers, so I am with it. If you want to know my recommendations, then please keep watching this video. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of information about the sale. It is the Sephora Summer Bonus event for Rouge. It's 20% off. It starts Monday, August 19th to Thursday, August 27th. For VIBs, it is 15% off. It starts Tuesday, August 20th, the day after Rouge's, because Rouge gets early access, through Tuesday, August 27th. I haven't seen anything yet for beauty insiders, but I am sure that they will release that information, and once they do, I will have everything listed in the description bar down below. I am going to be breaking down my recommendations into categories in the order of how I apply my makeup. So let's get started. I start with my eyes first. So first up, I put on an eye primer. Generally, it is this concealer by Too Faced. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I use it in the shade Butterscotch. Sometimes I use it wet and other times I use it with a powder on top, depending on what look I'm going for and the intensity that I need. Next up would be, of course, eyeshadow. And there are so many different brands at Sephora that have a lot of amazing eyeshadows, but what I've been loving recently has been, even though it's brand new, the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. It is really gorgeous. I know it was just released, but I have been using it a lot lately. It's what I have on my eyes currently. For this eye look today, I use 3 shades, which are Ginger, Credit, and Wigglies. Those names are a bit much. Looking at the shadows, they seem pretty basic and not necessarily anything impressive or extraordinary. However, for people of deeper complexions, this is literally the perfect palette because finally I can utilize every single shade in here, and even if you have considerably deeper skin than I can, you can definitely utilize all of the shades in this palette. There are a bunch of amazing colors for transitions, lid shades, shimmers. I just love this palette. I'm going to do a couple of swatches so that you can see what they look like. From top to bottom, we have Edges, Ginger, Credit, Wigglies, Soleil, and Sponsored. Do you see those colors? How pretty are they? I am just really loving this palette. If you have been wondering whether or not you should try it out, if you're lighter complexion, deeper complexion, this is definitely a staple palette and a must-have. I'm also going to be talking about single items for the eyes, and this is by Marc Jacobs. It is the Sequins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Topaz Flash. This is a really nice product to have. It really gives a boost to any look, I find, and the consistency, the texture, the color, the reflex that it gives to the eye is just really, really pretty. I'm going to swatch it right now. Oh, this color is gorgeous. I have a few of these. That's the color right there. Look at the reflect and the shine on that. It's just like this wet look, and it really adds a lot of drama to a look and a little bit more to any eye look, even a basic matte eye look. You could just tap a lighter color in this range onto the eye and it adds a little bit of magic. Next up is mascara. I typically wouldn't be a person to recommend mascara that cost any more than $1 because I have itty bitty lashes. However, in the past year, I've been having the best luck with mascaras. Up first, we have a lash primer. This is the Kush Lash Primer by Milk Makeup. I actually used this today and I really love it. It is a white color, as most lash primers are, and it really adds volume and length to my lashes and it just transforms them. It is amazing. To go with that primer, I use the Milk Makeup Kush Waterproof Mascara. I also use this today. These two products together are like a miracle. I absolutely love them. I can actually just do my makeup, put those two on, and not use any false lashes, which I wouldn't generally do because when I put just regular mascara on my eyelashes, it's like nothing. So I have to put falsies to make me feel like you can see my eyes more, you know, if that makes sense. So I also have another mascara. It is by Hourglass. It is the Caution Mascara. And first of all, just let's look at the packaging. Beautiful as always. This mascara is really nice as well. It gives me length, which is what I really need because my lashes can barely be seen, and this really showcases my lashes and adds the length that I so desperately need. And I can use this for like a no makeup look, or if I'm doing a more dramatic look and I really don't want lashes to take away from it, this mascara is really good. It is on the pricey side. However, if you're in the market for a new mascara, I would definitely give this one a try. Lashes, my favorites. I have two brands of lashes here. I was super excited when Sephora decided to bring this brand to their stores. It is Lilly lashes, of course. I have various styles of this lash. This is the style Mykonos. I also love the Miami lashes, and they are expensive. However, you can reuse them up to I think about 30 times, but you have to be careful with them because they are mink lashes. I'm not wearing these lashes today because I wanted a more like wispy kind of subtle look. These are super dramatic, and yeah, if you want a really nice luxurious mink lash, definitely check these out. The lash that I am wearing today is by Huda Beauty. I'm pretty sure everyone by now knows what this box looks like. They're Huda's eyes with the lashes on. I'm wearing the style Samantha. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I have these on right now. These are not mink lashes. I believe all of them are synthetic and cruelty free. She has quite a few in the line. Samantha's are one of my favorites. They really were great for this look that I have here. I haven't used her brand of lashes in quite some time. I've been really stuck on mink lashes, and when I put these on today, I was just like, oh my god, how did I forget about these lashes? So I will definitely be picking up a couple of pairs of these during the sale myself. Okay, primers. There's no point in doing all your makeup, putting on foundation, if you don't have a good primer to put underneath it. My first primer is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's probably one of the only things that I use from Tarte, but it is amazing. It is a really thick consistency, and it's amazing for mattifying and filling in pores. Nothing else really beats this primer. So if you have very visible pores and you want mattified skin, I would definitely check this primer out. This is quite the strange primer. It is by Origins. It is the Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. It is a foam primer, as sorry, mine is missing the lid, but let me show you what it looks like. Ooh, it gets all over the place. So it's a foam like that, and I pretty much put it in the places where I get oily because it does an amazing job at mattifying as well, and I love the cooling aspect of it. If you don't necessarily need pore filling and you just need mattifying, this primer is really amazing. I swear by it. Next primer is a brand new one. I think it's been out for I think it's been online for maybe a week or so, but it's been in stores for probably a couple of days if I'm not mistaken. It is the new True Matte Pro Filt'r Mattifying Primer by Fenty Beauty. I love this primer. I've been trying it for a couple of days now, and I did a wear test on it with their hydrating foundation. That will be coming soon, and you heard it here first. I really love this primer. It is a really liquidy consistency, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work on the mattifying front because it kind of felt hydrating, and I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good. But it definitely mattified, it held its own, and my foundation did not budge. Not many oils peeked through towards the end of my wear test, and I was very impressed. If you're getting the new hydrating foundation by Fenty, definitely check this out if you are oily in the T-zone like me or have oily skin. For that foundation to work for you, this is definitely going to be key. As I said, I have combination oily skin in the T-zone. This is my holy grail foundation. If you have my skin type, definitely look into it. The name of the foundation may put you off a bit because it is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, but believe me, it's not going to leave you with like a oil slick for a face, or like you could fry an egg on your face or anything like that. If you prime accordingly, this foundation is bulletproof. It is amazing. It is beautiful. As I said, I used it today and it just applies really nice. It is very full coverage, which I love, and it is super long lasting. I could literally wear this foundation probably for an entire day, and I'm only going to have a couple of spots where oil will peek through a little bit, but that is to be expected with my skin type. So yeah, check this out. I am in the shade Macao. I only have one concealer, and it is the Supernatural, I think, Ethereal Concealer by Kevyn Aucoin. My under eyes are like the Sahara Desert. I need a moisturizing, hydrating concealer, and this does the trick. I have the shades Deep EC07 and Medium EC06. One, of course, is lighter than the other. I use them combined with each other to get a brightening effect because the medium one is too bright and the deep one is too close to my skin tone for that bright under eye that I like. These are the shades right here. This is the medium EC06 and this is the deep EC07. So I use mostly the medium and a little bit of the deep one, and I mix them together and I put them on my under eyes, my nose, here, my chin, my forehead, blend it together, and it is perfect. Underneath my eyes, it doesn't accentuate my fine lines, which is very important because if I have the wrong concealer, the lines under my eyes look crazy. Not to mention, it cracks, it creases, and it does not look good. I used these concealers today in this look and I absolutely love them. They are on the pricey side because they are Kevyn Aucoin, but they are definitely worth it if you need something hydrating for your under eyes. To set my concealer, I usually use a loose setting powder. The one that I used today was the new one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just their new loose setting powder. It is so big. It is crazy. I have the shade Deep Peach, and it gives me more of a subtle look under my eyes. If my concealer is a little bit too bright, this definitely tones it down, and I absolutely love it. It's super finely milled. It's really nice. It is not too dry. It doesn't accentuate the lines underneath my eyes either. And yeah, I know it's brand new, but it has been doing a good job. I have been using it ever since I got it. I also use this powder when I really want that really bright under eye. It is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I have it in the shade Kunafa, and it is a more yellow toned powder, whereas this powder is more of a pale orange, kind of a peachy tone as the name suggests. This color is really good. It's like a banana color for deeper skin tones. So if that's what you're looking for, you're my complexion, then Kunafa is really great for brightening up the under eyes. It's super finely milled. It has a kind of, I don't know, cake batter type of scent. It's not too bad, not as bad as the foundation. You can definitely you don't notice it after you apply it, which is good. So yeah, check this powder out if you're in the market for this type of a powder. I have two powders that I use for setting my face. If I want something that's more full coverage, I go for this one by Makeup Forever. It is the Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation in the shade Y505. I use this today for this look. I didn't necessarily need any more coverage because the foundation is full coverage. I like the finish that this gives with the foundation. It is super pretty. It is a really nice shade. I also have this shade in the various foundations that Makeup Forever has as well, the stick foundation and the liquid foundation. This is a really great powder. People have used it as just a foundation, they use this as their foundation, they do the rest of their makeup. I am not a powder foundation only type of person, but I definitely use this as a setting powder. If I want a setting powder that doesn't add any coverage but still is able to set my foundation and mattify it if necessary, I use this powder by Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. It is in the shade 3 Dark. Unfortunately, there are only 3 shades, but as I said, this is pretty much a sheer coverage. It's just used to set the foundation. If you're quite deeper than me, it may have an ashy tone to it. I don't know. This is it right here. Can you see? And I know it looks like it's a color, but once you blend it in, it's literally nothing. This is super expensive. It kind of sucks that it only has 3 shades. However, if you do fit the 3 shades that they do carry, I definitely think that you should give it a try. Now we have our eye makeup on, our foundation on, our face looks flat, we look like thumbs. We need bronzer to add definition back into the face. I have been loving this new bronzer by Fenty Beauty. The fact that it's mirrored causes a lot of issues when it comes to filming, but it's really pretty packaging. It's like this brassy color. This is the Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer. I have it in the shade Cocoa Naughty. That's what it looks like right there. I did use it today, of course. It's a really nice bronzer. It takes some building up, but I like that because you can easily fix something if necessary. Like if you go in right away and it's super pigmented, then you're kind of like, oh my God, what do I do? But this, you just build it up slowly to get the intensity that you want, and it is super pretty. I think there's 8 in the line, and there is 1 darker than this one here. I don't know how that works for people with skin tones a lot deeper than mine. However, I definitely recommend that you give this a try because the shades and the tones are just so perfect. They are warm but not red and not ashy or gray looking all at the same time, which is great. The next bronzer that I have is by Nars. I think is a bronzer. I'm not even sure. It's in the shade Gina. I don't know. I just saw that Naomi Campbell uses this color, which is crazy. Please don't judge me. We should be using our makeup anyways, right? Of course I hit pan. It's a duo. I've never used this shade over here. I don't even know what it's meant to do. I probably should check it out at some point, but as you can see, this is very well loved. I think it is great. It has more of a warmth to it, a little bit more red, but not to the point where it looks like, I don't know, off, if you will, where the Fenty one is super subtle. This one is a little bit more pigmented, but if you go in with a light hand using the Nars Ita brush and just carve out your cheeks, it's really amazing. I do love this. As you can see, if you are interested in a bronzer like this by Nars, it is a good size. You should really check it out. It is one of my favorites. I've never really been into blush. However, recently I went to Vancouver and I came across this Tarte blush that a friend showed me, and I was like, that is never going to show up on my skin. It is the most beautiful blush. It kind of gives you that sunburnt look that people are really into these days. It is by Tarte. It is one of their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes in the shade Risque. It is so pretty. This is it right here. I know it looks super pale and like potentially ashy, and that's exactly what I thought, and I was like, hell to the no, I am not putting that on because I'm gonna look crazy. However, this blush is perfection. I'm just gonna build it up to show you what it looks like. I'm wearing it actually on my cheeks right now. It is super pretty. Can you see that? The lights are kind of bright. But it is so pretty, and it's this nice kind of like pinky reddy tone, but not too much. It's hard to explain, but can you see it on my cheeks? It gives a really nice flush to the skin, and I'm definitely going to be checking out more of these blushes by Tarte because they're super long wearing and they have really great pigmentation. Definitely check out, did I say that the primer was the only thing that I used by Tarte? Yes, I do like their blushes as well. Definitely check these out. I'm going to be putting a couple of these on my wish list. This blush is on the pricier side of things, but again, it is by Kevyn Aucoin. It is the Neo blush in the shade Sunset. It's a bright golden coral. Look at that blush. How gorgeous is it? I guess it's called Neo because of the fade that it has going on here. That's more like of a highlighter, and then that's like the blush right there. But I blend those two together, and it is this gorgeous corally color. If you want it to be more orange, you could stick to the orange side of the pan. That's what it looks like right there. It is really nice. I love colors like this for my complexion because it really complements my skin tone. Oranges, corals, really pretty for deeper skin. If you have the money to splurge a little bit and treat yourself, I definitely suggest you check these blushes out. We are nearing the end. Up next is highlighters, and right now I have been loving the highlighters by Fenty Beauty. This is the newest one. It's the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. I love these highlighters because they are a split pan. There is one side that's more intense and the other side that is a little bit more subtle. It's like a kiss on the cheek as opposed to like blinding you, seeing you from outer space type of thing. So the afternoon snack side is the more subtle side, and that is it right there. You see how that is just like a natural sheen? It's not too much, but it's just enough to give you some intensity. And then the other side is Mo Honey, and baby, let me tell you, do you see that? Look at that. Look at that. That's it right there. There's a clear difference between the two sides. The Mo Honey side says, I have arrived. Do you feel me? So yeah, that's what I've been loving for highlighters. I also love the Amrezy one. I can't find mine at the moment, but that highlighter is life itself. She did that, Norvina did that. I have various products for my brows, but recently I have been really loving the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I did use it today. I have used powders, pomades, brow gels, but right now this is my baby. It of course is dual ended. On this side is the product, on the other side is a spoolie to brush out your brows, work the product through your brows. I have this pencil in a few different shades depending on my makeup look, if I'm like a no makeup or whatever the case may be. If I want something that's more dramatic. I have 4.5, 5, and 6. And yeah, this is really amazing. It has a really fine tip, which is really great for detailed work, and I just love it. I would say it is the price that most brow pencils in Sephora are, so it is definitely worth checking out. For a lot of people, this is the last step, not for me. I usually do this before I apply my lip product. First, I go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. After I've done all my makeup, it's kind of a little bit powdery. It may be like slightly crazy looking. I spray a bunch of this on. I use this today. I use it every time I do my makeup. It kind of settles all of the powders in my eyeshadow, my under eye setting powder, my face setting powder, my highlighter, blush, contour. It just makes everything look like it's been melted together, and it's a perfect marriage. After I use that, to lock it all in place, I go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is a holy grail. I love this setting spray. I'm constantly repurchasing it. I have travel sizes of both the Smashbox Primer Water and the Urban Decay Setting Spray, and they're definitely a must for me. You guys should definitely check it out if you are in the market for setting sprays. For lips, I generally go with either a nude or a red. Sometimes I will have shades in between because I love experimenting with lip shades. When I do have a nude lip though, there are two pencils that I go to. The first one is what I use today. It is the Artist Color Pencil by Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Limitless Brown. Do you see how tiny this is? This is like my third one. I absolutely love this color. I cannot be without it. The other one I got more recently when I was on vacation in Germany. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in the shade Foxy Brown. That is it right there. I always seem to pick the same like shade of brown. I don't know why. It just really works for me. I'm going to swatch these two to show you what they look like. So, well, actually they're not the same shade. At the top we have Foxy Brown by Charlotte Tilbury, and the bottom is the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. This is deeper and this is of course more subtle. I love them both. They give me a different effect. Sometimes I use them together. Other times I use them separately. Today I did use the Makeup Forever one, and I definitely highly suggest that you try them out. Finally, we have lips. Today I use this Huda Beauty Liquid Matte. I love this formula. Long gone are the days of liquid lipsticks that suck the life out of your lips. This formula is really like I have it on right now. It is not drying at all. It's a little bit sticky when I do that. It's not transfer proof, but it doesn't come off by just doing that. It's a really great medium, which I love. There's a bunch of shades in these. There is a whole nude range, which is really good, so you can find your nude. This is in the shade Girlfriend. I absolutely love this color. This is like my perfect nude color. Go find your nude. She also has like reds and pinks and stuff like that. You should definitely check these out by Huda Beauty. Along the lines of liquid lipstick, Fenty came out with a bunch of liquid lipsticks. These are the Stunna lip paints. There are 8 of them and I have them all and I absolutely love them. The first one that she came out with was this, which is called Uncensored. It is a red. It is the best red. It literally suits any and everyone. I absolutely love it. She also has a black one, and this is my next go-to when I am looking for a liquid lipstick. I really like this color. It's in the shade Undefeated, and she has a bright coral, a bright pink, nude, brown, kind of a medium color pink, and I absolutely love the formula. It's super comfortable on the lips, much like the Huda ones, and it's not necessarily transfer proof. However, it doesn't come off immediately if you go to kiss someone or something like that, but if you do eat like oily foods, it's definitely gonna break down. Those are my picks for liquid lipsticks. For regular lipsticks, I again chose Fenty. I have them all right here in this cup. There are so many different shades, it's crazy. You have browns, there's even green, a turquoise, oranges, pinks, reds. I think there is a black shade as well, blue. I love these lipsticks. I'm gonna swatch a couple of them for you to see what they look like. These are called the Mademoiselle lipsticks. They are more of a demi matte or like a semi matte. I don't know what you would say necessarily, but it is a really comfortable formula. It's not drying. It doesn't tug on your lips when you apply them, which I really appreciate. But I just love these lipsticks. They're super creamy. They're super pretty. They're super fun. So here we have Ya Dig, Madame, Candy Venom, and Turks and Caicos. Those are such pretty colors. I absolutely love them all. I think there's, I don't know how many there are in the range. I'll try to put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, those colors are amazing. If you need a color, you're sure to find it in that line. That is it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, hit the subscribe button, and while you're down there, click the notification bell, put it on all so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video. In the comment section down below, let me know what you're planning to get or what's on your wish list for the Sephora summer bonus sale, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!